strong, solid education. And in the state of Florida, whether it's kindergarten, whether it's 8th grade, 12th grade, whether it's in our universities, we don't want any of the indoctrination in the state of Florida. I'm sorry. And you think about what's happened at some of these universities. You look at places like Columbia University, you look at Harvard University, and they basically let the inmates run the asylum. They can go and you can demonstrate in favor of Hamas, you can take over property, you can pitch a tent and just set up an encampment, you can take over offices, you can do all of that, and nobody suffers any consequences. Well, in the state of Florida, we had a couple of our universities where you had some of these Hamas people try to set up encampments at Florida State, at the University of Florida, and others, and that lasted about 15 minutes. They were kicked out, and we upheld the rule of law. But I think it shows what has happened in education in this country, because this isn't necessarily new for the universities. This is just something that's now been so brazen, because it's one thing to do whatever the fringe kook left cause is and go out and, quote, protest. But when you're celebrating a terrorist group that was beheading babies, assassinating elderly people, cooking people in ovens, and that's the group that you want to align yourself with, and yet these administrations and some of these powerful universities are basically siding with these people, there's a sickness in education in so many parts of our country. And I can tell you my job as governor is to ensure that what we're doing in education, whether it's our choice programs, which we do include homeschool in and have supported homeschool families, whether it's school districts, private scholarships, charter schools, or our public universities, we want to protect the people of Florida from that intellectual rot. We want to protect the people of Florida from having an agenda shoved down their throats that they don't want. And that involves a lot of things. You know, we had to tussle with a company right down the street here that you may have heard of a couple years ago, because we think it's wrong to teach first graders that they were born in the wrong body or that their gender is a choice. That's not what we want to do in Florida. And we're happy to